Hello, Leo. Welcome to your reading. This is a collective tarot message for Sun, Moon, and Rising Leo. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Let's see what the tarot wants you to know right now. Let's see if we can lighten the energy. Detachment. Subtract your own agenda from the goal. Let go of the tight hold you have on this situation, as there is a higher power at work. Well, I think we just said that. So, yeah, Leo, if what you need to do is say, well, you know, I'm gonna cut my losses, it's going to free you. It's going to free you. If you ever wonder how to remove someone from your conscious thoughts, just ask Spirit. Ask your spirit guides if you know who they are. Ask Jesus, the higher angels, help me, please. Get this person out of my energy. And I'm saying this because I feel like some of you are, you know, like the detachment energy speaks of. You want something instead of being open to what the divine wants for you. Remember that, okay? So let's see. Let's see what comes through for you. Yeah, what speaks to your soul in close relationships? I think you're beginning to evaluate that. All right, Spirit, what do you have for Leo? Reconciliation, reunion with a loved one is on the horizon. You know, if this speaks to new love on the way, a past life connection on the way, for some of you, an ex who never could get you out of their energy, they may be coming back. They wanted me to look at that, but let's take a look at what else came out. Wow. All right, we have expansion. New opportunities are being presented now. Walk through the door to greater experience and abundance. Oh boy, this is looking good. Major life changes ahead. Change is constant and an opportunity for expansion. Regardless of its shape, consider change a gift for your soul's evolution. I love that. The divine is trying to alter a situation, alter your perspective. Enjoy the void. Enjoy the void. Embrace the void. There's a gap in time, space, or other perception during which things are working beneath the surface. Let it be. Okay, let's get a few more. Anything else? I just heard Leo Moon. It doesn't mean the reading's not relevant for everybody, but I heard Leo Moon. Obstruction, yeah. I feel like the divine is telling you subliminally, you know, or when you meditate, connect with your guides, this wasn't meant for you, Leo. It wasn't. Guardian angels, mastery. Yeah, I feel like this was a lesson to be learned. And you're rethinking your strategy about your connections. Okay, we have practice, positivity. I am getting a bit of a, man, that was awful. I do feel like if you have limited yourself regarding, you know, relationships or love, I feel like you're now kind of understanding that you need to put your efforts and place your hope into the connection that's right for you, maybe not the connection that you were desperately holding on to. Intuition. The gut feeling and certainty you feel about this is your intuition. Trust it. Your higher self knows what's best for you. This is so in alignment. Wow. And you're getting that now. You're starting to tap into your own wisdom. And I feel like now that you're, you know, separated from the situation in the void, you're probably thinking to yourself, you know, I might have known that all along. I just saw 444. You might be kind of getting upright from whatever this was. Imparting wisdom. Your ancestors are watching over you. What would they do in this situation? Listen. They will help you. Tell you, sorry. I said help. Well, maybe so. Okay, so let's take a peek at what is going on in your love life. I'm hearing we're going to look forward, not back. Yeah, you're empowered to do this. Okay, how exciting. Leo, who's on your path? This might be sort of a singles reading. I love these. If any of you have had them with me, I get really enthusiastic about picking up on the energy of who comes through. It's so fun. All right, Leo, let's look forward. Who does Spirit want you to have in your life? Who does Spirit want to bring into your life? Perseverance. Obstacles are blessed opportunities of growth. Both partners have the desire and will to overcome. If any of these energies are reversed, as I was saying, it could be that with that reconciliation energy, someone comes back. I hope that, whatever this is, it's not lesson part 2. I think you're learning that. I do. Sacred space, sacred sexuality, heart chakra, twin flames. Oh my goodness. Are you coming into connection with someone who is your true divine counterpart? Let's take a look. Okay, we have betrayal, trust in the past, because it taught you something, right? You're going to understand that something was helping you grow. You're learning what real love is. We have addictions, emotionally addictive thoughts. I feel like this is past energy. Lessons of Uranus, radical attraction and sexual pull come with inconsistency and detachment. No expectation is the best expectation to have. And I feel like it's because you're being kind of reprogrammed. Okay, we have guilt. Guilt, shame, and deep remorse over past actions and words are hindering this situation. Lessons of Pluto, patterns of control, power, manipulation, and intense push and pull. Intimacy is not possessive. Telepathy. This connection has a very strong empathic and telepathic soul bond. Spiritual mission. Supports energy, healing. I'm seeing 2 energies here. I'm seeing how the lessons played out. Not kidding, I do. Telepathically, however, it could be that once this is completely just removed from your energy, you begin seeing, hearing, and visualizing perhaps who is coming into your life that has a really powerful purpose in your life. You are perhaps coming into connection with someone who is a very spiritual, perhaps past life counterpart. Whatever label you give it, it doesn't matter. I'm being asked to pull one more. Okay, it wanted to come out. Fragile heart. You can be vulnerable and trust in this connection. Your fragile heart is safe. Okay, I'm going to put these away. I think that's lesson learned. So let's look at who is this person. First, I want to look at the nature of your connection. I'm really wanting to choose the right deck. Let's I'm going to go straight to the tarot. I'm really being guided here. Yeah, leap of faith. Someone wanting to move towards you, you, them. Maybe also not wanting to make a bad choice, right? Look before you leap. Study someone. Make sure they're aligned with you. Yeah, see relationships differently, Hanged Man. This could be someone who's gone through an awakening. Maybe you have. Okay, let's keep going. Tell us about the purpose of this very spiritual connection. What is this about for Leo? Okay, I got a really specific message on those few cards. Okay, Leo, I feel I'm going to take these. We're going to look at a lot of angles, so don't worry about that. I normally don't take all the cards, but these wanted to be seen. So I think that after a lot of contemplation, you felt, gosh, I just wasn't my right self. It could be someone who regrets dealing with a player. It could be that there's a passionate new beginning. There's a coming together that you waited for and it just didn't happen. This could be someone in a friendship group, someone in your community. This could be a reunion, enjoying one another. If this is speaking to just a lighthearted energy. And Leos are definitely lighthearted. I love that about Leos. Leo moon. I just saw 1111. So again, it doesn't have to be about Leo moon. It could be about Leo's deep emotions, Leo's fears. This could be your energy. This could be your energy. If it's someone you're connected to, this is someone, if this is past, like a player really had you stressed out, this is someone who is in their own right, powerful, strong, somebody who's exhibiting or exercising sovereignty over their energy. It's someone who's very powerful, bold. I'm getting bold. And maybe they're assessing you or a possible connection with you. Maybe they're afraid to approach you. You may not be seeing this person. Okay, what did I hear last? Clear your energy of the connection because something else awaits. It could be someone who has their eye on you and they haven't approached you. They're holding back. Judgment, 6 of Cups. Could be someone you knew from your childhood. Could be someone at a distance or someone wanting to make the right choice to move things forward. Wow, 7 of Swords. Okay, I have a feeling some of those are going to come out when we clarify. So, Spirit, let's clarify the 9 of Swords for Leo. We're going to find out what this is pertaining to, but I'm picking up a lot of stress. There's Leo energy, the Sun. Maybe this is after a period of, kind of ruminating over the past. You're realizing, wait a minute, I know better than that. Something better has to be on the horizon for me. And I do believe you're right. You are manifesting. Wow. More Leo energy. You might be manifesting someone from your past. Let's get another one for 9 of Swords. Something might have also come to light for you about the person who was just in and out of your life. What else? You don't want that anymore. 7 of Swords. You don't want that. Let's look at the Moon energy. It could also be that your person is now, resisting. That was too many. It was like 10 cards. Let's do that again. The Moon, please. Clarify the Moon. Oh, on the floor we have, oh no. I'm picking it up with my toes. Strength in reverse. The Moon. This could be someone who's a little reserved about connecting with you. You may be connecting with another fire sign, Leo. A lot of Leo energy has come through. I feel like you are not talking, you're disconnected. And it doesn't have to be for anything, negative. They could just be, even though maybe they're exhibiting fire energy, they could be a little afraid. Wow. The Moon, the Fool, the Queen of Swords, the Emperor. Okay, let's keep going. Tell us about this King of Wands, please. The Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Swords. They want to move into a new cycle. I feel like this is someone coming into their emotions. They're watching you. This is clearly someone you know. I feel that. Now, if those previous cards did speak of someone you were connected to, but you split up because it was very karmic, I feel like maybe they're coming back. So what decision needs to be made? This person could have ended a cycle in their life. Again, if you don't know this person who comes into your life, you both might have been going through a karmic cycle with other people. I do feel like this person has their eye on you, though. Okay, Two of Swords. What decision needs to be made? What needs to be seen clearly? There's love there. Holy cow. That rocks. Okay, let's get into this. What is going on in your person's life? I just saw 15, 55. Change. A lot of change. What's happening with Leo's person? Yep. Support. Decisions. Very much so. I see Leo as someone who's right for me. Health, care, change. This Four of Swords might have been a recuperation from something really difficult. Maybe, an ending of something. Definitely turning a leaf, right? End of an era. Something from their past is over. Relationship dynamics, isn't that interesting? Gracefully aging, body changes, new career, grief work, support, seeking and finding, sobriety. Okay, that could have been the addiction card. Take the next step now, be true to you. Okay, this person is looking at life through a very new lens, a very realistic lens. I'm hearing that their past decisions were so off. They didn't know themselves. They didn't bother to look within. So this could be vice versa energy. Okay, let's find out a little bit more about their energy. We're going to look at the Shaman's Dream Oracle. And I love this because this is the deep, difficult stuff that they may not share with you. And not that everybody has, anything deep, dark, and scary. It doesn't have to mean that. But energy doesn't lie. This is going to be a true depiction of what's going on in their heart and their mind. Anything Leo needs to know about their person. Oh, why did I know I'd see that? Okay, this could be someone who has felt deep down, things need to evolve for me romantically. Maybe it's the divine calling them to step into a new role, and they've resisted it because we have refusal of the call. Dream thief. Bottom of the deck, the fates. I feel like they know there will be a coming together, that they need to let the wheel turn and move them out of, a stagnant energy. We have Dragon's Hoard, protecting the future. This can be an overfixation with hanging on to what they have. It could be money. We have Heart Home, compassion, and deep, quiet meditation and stillness. Well, that might be the quiet, contemplative energy that I was getting. They might now be looking at something that just didn't work. Now, whether this is your connection in the past or something that they have refused to change about beliefs, behaviors, or something else. I just saw 1911, 911. I've been seeing that number a lot. I can't believe that's just me. It has to be in the collective. If you've been seeing that, it could be that this is a sign, this is a relevant reading for you. Your person is beginning to see that they need to shift their mindset, whether in relationship, in their own patterns, being stuck, having fears. They need to break out of that. They really do. They might have even been resisting love, your love, any love. Okay, so let's take a peek at your person's energy from a little bit of a different angle. First, we're going to see what's going on in their life, and then we're going to look at characteristics of this person. What's happening in Leo's person's life? What is happening in their life, Spirit? I feel like this is a mix of Leos. Some of you know this person and they're coming back. Some of you, it's someone new who's maybe newly awakened, seeking, maybe just like you are. Did I see that? Guardian angels, mastery, ascension sickness. Yeah, they may be going through an awakening and the divine is bringing you together. Well, let's get one more. What's going on in their life? Bottom of the deck, summer. I'm going to disregard that because we will look at timing later. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, this is definitely someone who's watching you. They may be connected to someone right now, but that relationship I feel might be over. If this is something that happened with someone you were connected to, this was blocked. This was blocked. This is a relationship that had a fair share of lessons. If they are connected to someone else, then that has to come to an end. They may be in the middle of ending something, right? Wheel of Fortune, end of an era. Or they weren't vibing in your energy. You are soulmates. Like there's a powerful energy between the two of you. This may have been the energy that they weren't right for you. Spirit blocked this. If they are being told the karmic connection that you're in, remember the past energy that I moved off the table, they're letting go of that. They're still not quite ready for you, but they've got their eye on you. Okay. Whew. So let's look at what they're healing in their life. Shamanic Healing Oracles. I love this deck. I saw 2222. What are they healing from? What's going on with your person? Perception. Okay, they're changing. This is all about relationship paradigms. Perception can be an illusion. Perception can be reality. I feel like there's something that wasn't clear about them, about maybe a person they're with, maybe their choices. Yeah, they haven't been healthy. We have self-love. What else? Leo's person. Leo's person, please. I feel like there's a few significant ones, and as I said that, wow. All right, some of these may not resonate, but we have feminine energy. This is definitely someone, I saw the King of Cups a lot as I was shuffling the tarot. This is someone who needs to embrace emotion, feminine energy. It may be someone who was very in their masculine energy. It's all good, which means there's, something promising at the end of something very challenging. Maybe your person is ready to speak their truth. Some of you might be seeing eagles or very majestic fowl, okay? And we have forgiveness. I feel like there's a really big realization. I'm getting a correlation with that moon card and forgiveness because they're really focusing me in on that moon. Slow but steady. Psychic development, discernment. Oh, wow. Yeah, someone had the wool pulled over their eyes. Grounding, teaching, new day. There's omens. Oh, with a bird and a moon. An owl. Very wise. Stripping illusions. I feel like that's so relevant. Maybe it hasn't always been good, and this person is now realizing, well, then change comes with seeing the truth, with putting me first, and embracing my emotions. If I need to come clean about something, I'm ready to do that. It could be that. An apology is either necessary or should be, taken. Wow. Okay, so let's see what Spirit intends. Okay, they're telling me to first look at what will play play out in this connection with you, Leo? What will play out? Patience in reverse. I feel like there's the need for, moderation. Time is of the essence here. We have happy family, caring connections. And I feel that the combination of energies is that someone is connected in a family dynamic, but they really want a supportive connection. I want to be with someone I can build a life with. What else? There could be children involved in this connection. Yeah. At a crossroads, right? Deep in thought. Fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. When I picked up this deck, I felt a cough coming on, but I know that my guides know that I get irritated when I'm picking up someone's inability to speak their truth. So thank you, Archangel Metatron, for calming my throat chakra. Okay. The garden and the gate. This is someone who's not yet ready to step out of their comfort zone, so they're in a state of indecision. We have journey, and then we have victory. This can be a journey of the heart. It can be a physical journey. For some of you, maybe you're separated from this person. Victory is about the best possible outcome. Really wanting to, kind of wear that crown at the end of something. Clarify victory in this person's mind. What is that about? Sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron. Trusting their intuition. This is a leap of faith for some of you. A lot of anxiety. I did pick up that fear. Oh my gosh. Archangel Michael, man holding a heart. Recognizing that the love is there. All right, let's have some fun and take a peek at who you're connecting to. Now, I really am getting a division. Some of you know this person from your past, maybe distant past. And some of you, you've both been on a karmic journey and those are ending. This is about fate, right? And we have that heart home. This might be it. Yeah, no, I don't know where it went. I thought we had fate. Maybe it was the bottom of the deck. So you could have been going through your own karmic stuff and now things are maybe coming together because you're looking at relationships differently. You're exercising self-love. And if whatever you were connected to in the past didn't give to you in the way you deserved, well, there we go. It's interesting, in this card we have the sun and the moon, the masculine and feminine energy. All right, Spirit, who is Leo connecting to? Getting back together, blending families. Wow. Oh, this is potentially going to go the distance. Unexpected news. Oh, Leo. Pardon me. Okay, there goes my throat chakra. No. All right, what do they want to say to you? Let me get a drink. I'm so sorry. All right, enough of that. What do they need to say to you, Leo? What do they need to tell you? Let's talk and clear this up. Yeah, clearly I deal with the opinions of others. I'm about to leave. Oh, I just saw 2929, 1111. If your person is in a relationship, they are not happy. I've learned hard lessons through this. I'm giving up my vices. Wow, my heart has been broken. This person may have kind of a protective shield around their heart. I'm hearing, but did they set themselves up for disappointment by having unreasonable expectations? I deal with the opinions of others. I do feel with that a family vibe. You may come from very different backgrounds, but they're about to make an exit. Have you moved on? Oh, there's a lot of reminiscing about you, Leo. Let's get just a few more. What do they need to tell you? Oh my gosh. This person's gone through some tough stuff. I've been through hell. Have I lost you? Wow, I'm making peace with God. Okay, there's this, you could be connected to someone of a different background, religion, just family paradigm. Okay. I feel that you definitely know this person, and there's going to be a time and a place to talk through what's going on to repair it. Okay, I'll go into all of that in the extended. Okay, yeah, I keep picking up the wrong deck. We're going to look at a little bit more of what you need to know about this person. Any other relevant cards for the collective spirit about who Leo is connecting to. Thank you. Who is this person? Oh, wow, that's really specific. Really specific. We have Greek. Okay. What else? Greeks always marry Greeks. I'm stealing that from my big fat Greek wedding. That's, yeah, that's true. Okay. Sagittarius, known as the teacher and knowledge seeker, a bold, fiery sign and comfortable leading others. Very King of Wands, which we saw right there. So it could be a fellow fire sign. Wow. This feels super specific. No family. This could be someone who is at the age where they want to settle down. Could be that. It could be that someone, okay, yeah. They're showing me this. They've gone from the Knight to the King. Since this is somebody now that I feel you know them, if you don't, don't worry about it. We did have a lot of cards referencing, have you moved on? Why are you ignoring me? Like, are things okay? Which leads me to believe, probably for the majority of you, you know who this is. We have Aquarius. With a highly developed intellect, this sign is the pioneer of ideas. They are engaging communicators. No family. Your person is without immediate family. This is a great opportunity for them to feel as though they belong to yours. Wow. They could be leaving a biological family behind, brothers, sisters, parents. I just saw 3333. This is someone who maybe is starting their own business. They own their own business. They may work hard, but are investing in their future, protecting the hoard. Wherever that is, yeah. So this is somebody very focused on a solid foundation. Okay, I'm hearing just one more relevant, mysterious. That's great. Maybe there's just more to discover about this person. Traveler. They could travel for work. They could be at a distance from you. Anything else about Leo's person? This is kind of going long. I'm going to wrap it up. Okay. Okay. That needs to come through. This is probably someone from your past, Leo. Let's look at Spirit's advice regarding this connection. Yeah, you've had some karmic stuff. Our souls are evolving and learning lessons. Sometimes we have difficult past karma to work through. Acknowledge your difficulties and heal from them. Anything else? Wow. There are obstacles ahead. You'll get through this. That's that barrier energy. It could just be forgiveness, This could have been a negative situation, a situation that just did not come to fruition as you had hoped. Maybe you let it go. You need to be honest with yourself about what's going on. Take off the rose-colored glasses. If you find this person's energy isn't aligned with you, as much love as you share, you may say, wow, no. Try a different approach. Whatever wasn't working between the two of you, this is about shedding the old, looking at relationship in a new manner. This is definitely a teacher. The relationship you're in is serving to teach you something very important. Take time to reconnect in your heart space. Look through a new lens. Careful of self-sabotage if that's been, their or your pattern. Be observant. Honor your body. Take care of you. Oh my goodness, yeah. You're being given a chance to do something over. A divine partner's on your path. I feel they're all relevant. Okay. Can we have some advice and timing for Leo? Time to talk. Time to talk. Decision needed. Yep. Two of Swords energy. Focused on work and money. This person may be really heavily driven to live a good life. I did see the Nine of Pentacles earlier when I was shuffling the tarot. The Nine of Pentacles to me can be almost, I hate to say it this way, but it's kind of all about me, maybe a little materialistic or selfish energy. Now, some of you are this new person on this person's path. For some of you, you're going to begin to see it as it is. And you're going to say, I don't know about this. Open your heart. Within 6 months, your intuition's telling you. Wanting forever, moving in the right direction, deep love. You may move in a different direction, Leo, because you're finding this person's completely selfish. If they are in a connection, I feel like they're with someone who just wants to be kept. That Nine of Energy could be someone they're saying, you know what, I'm done with that. Really long reading. Sorry, Leo, I'm going to leave it there. If you've come this far, this was probably resonating for you, but I'll leave it there. In the extended, we're going to look at how are things meant to play out from the time you reconnect and truth is spoken forward. We're going to look at their honest intentions with this deck. Okay, Leo, take care and have a great weekend. I'll see you mid-month.